So what we've learned is that Oliver gets tired pretty quickly. This was a training session we attempted after some playtime, and as you can see, he really can't focus. So training him.
What was that?
He is so silly. Yeah, he's just a big Muppet. And what we now know is that we need to train him when he has just woken up from a nap. Also, when he's hungry, he's not incredibly food motivated. So I would make sure that if I'm working on things that I do it before meal times. That will be helpful. Maybe finding some really high value treats for him so that he's a little more motivated. There's not a ton that we accomplished in this one training session, but it's all really good information for you to have moving forward. In contrast, this is first thing the next morning, and he's really focused and on it. So this just proves our point that we need to do stuff with him when he is really alert and hasn't had some playtime.
Learning to look up and give us eye contact. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a treat, I'm placing it in the hand that's on the same side that the puppy is on, and I'm sliding it straight down my pant leg. I am not taking a treat and crossing in front of my body, because this is what's going to happen. It's going to cause the puppy to get up. So again, I'm going to get a little bit closer in here. I'm taking that treat. I'm going to lift it up so the puppy sits at my side. I'm going to kind of line us up. The puppy gets up, that's okay. We'll start again. And then I'm going to kind of pause with that treat up here on my hip and slide straight down my pant leg. I'm going to repeat that multiple times. So the puppy is just, before we started adding any movement or steps, the puppy is just being conditioned. Oh, I love looking up at you. I love looking up in your direction. Okay, good job. Good job. So we are not adding movement yet. We are just working on what we call the fun zone, this reward zone. Again, watch what I do with my treat. It starts right in front of the puppy's nose, comes straight up, and then the treat kind of sits on my hip and comes straight down my pant leg. That gets that puppy kind of really nicely looking up. And if we get some jumping in the beginning, that's okay. We'll sort of weed that out. Nice. Good. And then I might try just adding 1 or 2 steps. Let's go with a little lure. Okay, so I'm not sure you can see this, but he keeps kind of crossing in back of me as we're walking. I'm going to keep my leash fairly short when I start this so that we can avoid that from that kind of... Let's go. So from this position, when I want to start adding steps, so many distractions. I'm just going to say, let's go, and I'm going to keep that treat right in front of the puppy's nose. Lots of hopping up right now, but that's okay. The puppy's engaged. He'll start to figure out that he's not getting the rewards after he does that. Let's go. Yes. What we need to remember about teaching leash manners is that it requires an insane amount of concentration on your puppy's part. Down. Hello? So unlike other behaviors where we can maybe be stationary or things like that, the dog has to make so many adjustments when we are walking. We are asking them to stay next to us, adjust their speed, figure out which direction we're turning. All of these things in the midst of pickleball, kids walking by, a leaf blowing. I mean, there are so many things, and all of those things are having to be processed. So be patient with leash manners. It is something that really takes time and mental development on the puppy's part. Really take that into consideration. Oliver is not a big puller right now. If he were, I would probably suggest we get some kind of front clip harness, not a harness that attaches to the center of the back. We'll kind of see is in the next couple weeks where he goes with that. But for right now, I would work on this in the house. I would work on it in the backyard. I would work on it right in front of my house on the cul-de-sac. Don't practice, this is always so funny. Don't practice leash manners when you need to go out for a leashed walk. It's just too frustrating. If you're trying to get, get the puppy some exercise, if you're trying to just let them have time to learn about their world and sniff and do all kinds of things, that's what you should be focused on right now. It's really important that this is a training exercise and not necessarily the level of expectation you have when you're out and about. Puppies need tons of time to explore their world. And so I want to make sure that that's not lost in this process. We are just trying to build a skill that down the road, if we need a puppy to be next to us, walk next to us, and give us eye contact, I use it in really short bursts. That's what we're building towards. So foundation skill of fun zone, reward zone. All right, have a good weekend, you guys.
Good job, buddy.